What's up guys, Steven here with Steven's Best Loot, and today we are talking about what type of 1 ounce gold you should stack. So I got a whole bunch of options up here if you want to see some cool pieces of gold, and here's this discussion. Make sure you stay through the video, and if you're not already subscribed and you enjoy this video, I encourage you to jump over and subscribe. Check out my links for all my other social media outlets. Post a lot on Instagram. Would love to see y'all there. So we're going to talk about should you stack 1 ounce gold? There's some arguments to be made whether or not you should focus on 1 ounce or fractional. And then B, the different type of gold that you can get for 1 ounce. So to start it off, I got a few examples up here. So going to go through those examples from my personal stack. This is a 1 ounce Perth Mint gold bar. Beautiful Perth Mint 1 ounce gold. Then we got a Royal Canadian Mint. Royal Canadian Mint 1 ounce gold bar. And then also one of my personal favorite, a Pamp Swiss 1 ounce gold bar. So that is your selection there of bars. Then we got a 1924 St. Guns Double Eagle, $20 pre-33 gold piece. We also got a 1987 American Gold Eagle, the modern St. Gaudens Gold Eagle. A 2021 brand new 1 ounce gold Buffalo, $50 Buffalo from the U.S. Mint. And then a 2017 NGC PF70 Ultra Cameo $100 gold Liberty. Beautiful coin right here. All right, guys. So when it comes to stacking gold, a lot of people feel like 1 ounce gold is not the best option because if you're gonna need to sell, you're gonna have to sell the entire ounce. You can't break it out. And that's why a lot of people are into stacking the fractionals, like the 1/10 American Gold Eagle is a very, very popular coin right now. Any 1/10s, gram bars, 10 gram bars, all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to be making the argument today for 1 ounce gold and the benefits of that. There are definitely pros and cons to anything, and there's different stacks fit for different people, but I'm going to tell you why I choose to stack some 1 ounce gold pieces. For me, the 1 ounce increment, I think, is a pretty reasonable size to deal in with the current prices. Now, if we get up to some crazy gold prices, you know, that might get out of water, but we're talking about, you know, roughly $1,800 to $2,000 for a 1 ounce piece of gold. Now, if you were in a pinch and you needed to pay your car bill or something like that, you might not want to sell all of your gold. But if you're in a financial pinch where you need to raise money and it's less than $2,000, then I absolutely agree you should be stacking some fractionals before you're stacking 1 ounce gold. Now, what do I mean by that? For me personally, if I were to need to come up with some money, either to pay, you know, my bills or, you know, a surprise expense, I have funds where I can pull a few $100s. So it would likely be a few $1,000s that I needed to liquidate. And therefore, selling a 1 ounce gold piece, I wouldn't be selling more gold than I needed to. I needed to come up with less than a few $1,000s. I would have that available, safeguarded on hand already. So if you're not in that kind of position, then that probably means fractional gold is the better way to go. I would save a little bit of money for emergency expenses and buy some fractional pieces. But if you can afford to get some 1 ounce gold, your premiums are generally going to be a lot better. For example, a 1 ounce gold bar right like this right now is selling in the high 1800s to low 1900s. So let's just say $1,900 for a 1 ounce gold bar, versus a 1 gram gold bar is selling for about $75. And so if we take 75 bucks and we times it by 31 for the grams within the ounce, 31.1, that is well over $2,000. You're paying significantly more to get golden fractional. Same thing with 1/10. If you go to your local coin shop and ask them how much it is to buy a 1 ounce gold eagle, right now they're in the high 1900s because premiums are insane. But you'll be looking at $225 to $240 for a 1/10. So that means if you buy 10 1/10s, you'll have effectively paid about $400 more than buying the 1 ounce piece. So if you're in the position where maybe you only have an extra $500 or $1,000 to invest, fractionals do make sense to purchase that and keep some cash on hand for emergency expenses. But if you're trying to invest a few $1,000s at a time, definitely buying in the 1 ounce increment is beneficial to you from a cost standpoint. You'll get a lot more bang for your buck for the gold. So that's why I personally have quite a few different 1 ounce pieces. I like to collect a lot of different things in my stack, not just have 50 gold eagles. I'd rather have all sorts of different 1 ounce golds. Now, when we're talking about the different types you can purchase, I think this is kind of a good layout. The only thing I really don't have displayed here is some of the different world gold coins and stuff like that, but they all kind of fall into the same category. So the first category would be gold bars. You have a good assortment up here from government minted bars like the Royal Canadian Mint up here, and Perth to Pamp Swiss private minted ones. All of these, really good options to get yourself some gold bullion. The premiums are usually the lowest on bars. The fancier the maker on the bar, like the Pamp Swiss, will cost you a little bit more than some generic, say, Credit Suisse or things like that, but nowhere near what it's going to cost you in a coin. Now, the next thing that a lot of people like to stack is these right here. This is pre-33 gold. This is a real $20 gold piece from when we were on the gold standard, and this equaled 20 US dollars. You would take this in if you owed $20 to the bank to pay your mortgage, you would turn in one of these coins back in 1924. That is what this actually is. This has been circulating around since 1924, almost 100 years that this coin has made it. Now, to be fair, we're talking about 1 ounce gold, and these are technically not a full ounce of gold. These are, I think, about 0.96 of an ounce, so a little bit under, but they usually trade for about the same price as a 1 ounce gold AGE. They're usually right in there, maybe a teeny bit cheaper if it's in rough condition. But that is your pre-33 gold. They're very popular because they were actual circulated U.S. currency. And then, of course, there's numismatic value in some of them where you have particular mint marks and years that are worth more than others because of collector value. I do like to keep a couple St. Gons just because I think it's a beautiful coin, and it's crazy to hold history like this in your hand and know that at some point somebody was, flicking this coin into the air, not thinking a whole lot of it, because while it was $20, which was a good amount of money back then, it still is not nearly what it's worth today, whereas these are going for, upwards of $2,000. So a great piece, but you aren't getting a full ounce per se. Then we go into government coins. This is the American Gold Eagle, a 1 ounce American Gold Eagle. There's also the 1 ounce gold maple, Perth Mint 1 ounce golds, South African Krugerrand. There's a lot I could pull out here and show, but I figured the one everybody'd want to see is the American Gold Eagle. Normally, these have about a standard premium. They're not that much more expensive, but they are usually a teeny bit more expensive than some of the other government coins. But right now, in the situation we're in, with gold and silver being in high demand, and especially American gold and silver, these are fetching a pretty penny. But these are a great option They're secured by the U.S. government. So, as long as you buy from a reputable dealer, you know that you have a legit gold piece, very recognizable all around the world. Not a lot of people are going to question it. Everybody knows what they should and shouldn't look like. That's in the hobby and in the trade. So really standard piece of gold, good base to any stack. I know people that buy nothing but these and have, tubes and tubes of gold eagles and silver eagles, and that is primarily what they stack. You will generally get a little bit of a premium back if you sell it to a shop, and if you sell it private party, you should get the entirety of your premium back. Then I got the American Gold Buffalo, another really popular coin for the US. The big difference between this and the American Gold Eagle, something a lot of people don't know, if you notice there's a little bit of a color difference between the two coins here. That is because the Buffalo is pure 3/9 fine gold, 4/9 fine, 4/9 fine gold, whereas the American Gold Eagle is not. Gold Eagles contain silver and copper. You are still getting a full ounce of gold. It just has additional base metals added for integrity of the coin, so that they could potentially be circulated and hold up to circulation, versus this, similar to the Gold Canadian Maple or the Perth Mint Gold Kookaburra and Kangaroo. These are pure 4/9 fine gold. So that's another thing you want to think about. Do you want something that is pure gold, unadulterated, nothing but gold in there, or does having a U.S. Gold Eagle mean more to you, and you know that there's an ounce of gold in there, even though if for some reason you needed to melt it down or something, there would be some other metal elements mixed in. Personally, it doesn't really make a difference to me. I do like the look better personally of pure gold. That rich, deep yellow just can't be mistaken. That is one thing that I'm always kind of bummed on with Gold Eagles, whether it's 1/10 or 1 ounce, is they just don't look as gold. They have a little bit of that coppery look to them, and they're not that rich yellow color like the Buffaloes or other pure gold coins. So those are options for you. So you have pure gold coins like the Maple, the Perth, or the Buffalo. You have mixed metal 1 ounce gold coins like the American Gold Eagle, or the South African Krugerrand is also like that. Another option you can do is to buy your 1 ounce gold slabbed, as we call it in the hobby, or certified by a grading company. This one is certified by NGC. NGC and PCGS are the two largest, but there are some smaller ones, Annex, ICG, some of those. But for the most part, if you're wanting coins that are going to trade at top value, it would be NGC or PCGS. Now, slabbing a coin gives two benefits to it. One, it does give it a authenticity. Slabs are faked. I've seen fake ones before, but it's not nearly as common as just fake coins to get a whole fake slab, but it does give you a certificate of authenticity. A big reputable company is verifying that this is in fact the coin. So most people, as long as the slab is genuine and checks out, they're not going to check the coin really, as far as like trying to discern metal content in it or anything like that. They're going to take it as a legitimate coin, so it makes it a little bit easier to trade. Also, if you're looking to collect for any numismatic value, and numismatic is just a fancy way of saying coin collecting, any coin collecting value, then the grade is really important. So this grade here, a 70, is a perfect grade. You'll see a PF here because this is a proof, and then the Ultra Cameo designation means that it's very high relief and that foreground is really popping off of the background. But a 70 is a perfect grade. Most coins you'll see, it'll say MS 70 or MS 69, which means mint state. Anything 60 or above is considered mint state, meaning an uncirculated coin. Anything below 60 would have some signs of circulation, but a perfect strike, meaning it is dead center, everything is exactly how it should be, how that coin was intended to come from the mint, would be a 70, and that is where you'll start getting some additional numismatic value, especially on the newer coins. On the older coins, like your pre-33 gold, some of the lower grades can be worth large amounts of money. So it just depends. But for the most part, on the newer coins, if you're getting American gold eagles that are slabbed, or gold buffaloes, or something like the Liberty commemorative here, the 100th or 225th anniversary $100 Liberty, you will really only see additional value past the coin if it is an MS70 on most newer bullion type coins. So those are some of your options for buying 1 ounce gold coins and bars. If you're looking to pick up some 1 ounce gold, these are all some of the most popular options out there and great ways that I personally stack up gold. If you guys have any questions for me, or if you want to tell me what your favorite one of these options are, or if there's something I left out that you're like, I can't believe he didn't bring this up, feel free to drop that in the comments below. Otherwise, guys, it was great talking to you. Hope you have a good day. Stack strong, and I'll talk to you later.